First at 4, did Iran shoot down a Ukrainian passenger jet? What U.S. officials are saying right now. And new reaction from Canada, which lost dozens of people in that crash. Here at home, caught in gunfire. How a 7-year-old boy was injured, and we'll tell you how he's doing this afternoon. Hi, Ben.
Karen, we've already got rain on the radar, but the big rain is coming this weekend where we could be seeing major impacts from the significant winter storm. The watches and advisories are up. We'll run them down for you right now. First at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Karen Drew. Let's start first at 4 with the breaking news on that deadly Ukrainian plane crash in Iran. U.S. officials now say there is evidence that it was highly likely that an Iranian missile took that jet down. All 176 people on board were killed, including 5 Canadians attending the University of Windsor. Devin Skillion in the newsroom this afternoon. And Devin, the university president just spoke about the loss today.
Exactly, Karen. In all, 63 Canadians were on board that Boeing plane when it went down in Iran this week. Now, a number of U.S. officials are suggesting it could have all been a mistake. The intelligence officials say it's highly likely that an Iranian anti-aircraft missile downed the flight shortly after takeoff into Iran. Those officials say the airliner could have been mistaken for a threat of some kind. In an initial Iranian report released today, investigators say the crew never made a radio call for help and were trying to turn back for the airport when the plane crashed. Came within hours, of course, of Iran firing missiles at 2 Iraqi bases that house U.S. military forces. Today, the Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau says Canada has the same intelligence showing the plane was shot down. And the president of the University of Windsor said there will be counselors available now for students grieving the loss of the 5 students and researchers.
This is a real tragedy for our institution with individuals that are near and dear to everything we do as a university being lost. So it's difficult, but certainly we're doing our best to work through this.
This new information reinforces the need for a thorough investigation into this matter. Canada is working with its allies to ensure that a thorough and credible investigation is conducted to determine the causes of this fatal crash.
Now, the Prime Minister would not answer questions from reporters about whether Canada should blame the U.S. for the crash because of the events of the last week. Investigators from Iran have offered no immediate explanation for the disaster, but have been claiming that it was caused by mechanical problems. You may recall that was a claim that happened very shortly after the plane crash, which immediately brought it into doubt in the minds of many. More from the University of Windsor coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Karen, back to you.
All right, we'll see you then. The fallout from the dangerous showdown with Iran also continues on Capitol Hill. Once again, President Trump will be in the Midwest as Congress takes a key vote. The president and Vice President Mike Pence will be in Toledo tonight for a campaign rally. Right now, the House is debating a resolution trying to limit the president's power to take further military action against Iran. Michigan Democrat Alyssa Slotkin is one of the lawmakers leading that effort. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the action does not mean she trusts Iran.
From my intelligence background, know just how bad Soleimani was. It's not because we expect good things from them, but we expect great things from us.
I think a third grader could have believed that there was an imminent threat coming from the man that we killed, because the man we killed was a walking threat. He had dedicated his life to killing Americans, and he was up to no good again.
We are monitoring events very closely on Capitol Hill. We will bring you new developments as they happen right here and on clickondetroit.com. Now let's head to Toledo, where another big crowd has gathered to see the president. Local 4's Mara McDonald is there. Mara.
Hi, Karen. Take a look. We've got thousands of people in line here in Toledo. This is actually the rear of the line. And if this gives you any idea what it's like to try and get in here tonight. When we originally came here this morning to drop off our gear, I don't think most people realize what the backstage of trying to get one of these rallies covered takes. When our crew got here in the morning to drop off our gear, you had people who had spent the night out here in tents wanting to come in and see the president's rally. As it is expected now, Vice President starts at 7 o'clock, and then the president will get on stage shortly thereafter. Unclear on exactly how many thousands are here. We're going to wait for word from the fire marshal for an official determination on that. Crowds fired up. They want to hear what the president has to say. Karen, back to you.
And Mara, the president has been to Toledo before rallies. Do we think there's some geographic significance to his choice of Toledo now?
You know, it's interesting that you ask that because I had this discussion with our pollster yesterday. If you look at the polling data, those new exclusive numbers that we have on clickondetroit.com, it talks about rural, suburban, and urban breakdown of voters. And our pollster, at least, thinks that this election will be decided in towns like Toledo, like Monroe, like Brighton, areas like that. So that the president is coming here tonight, I think would probably match with his strategy and what their data is telling them completely. Back to you.
All right, we'll be checking back with you throughout the evening. Mara McDonald live in Toledo for us. I hope you're enjoying the calm before the storm. We are heading into 2 very messy days to end our work week. Let's get to meteorologist Ben Bailey, who's tracking it all.
Yeah, Karen, I wish we had different news to tell you, but unfortunately, this forecast does not look a whole lot different than it did yesterday. In fact, we're already seeing some rain showing up on a radar right now. This is not the technical beginnings of this winter storm. We're likely going to see some fits and starts of rain before we really see this more or less continuous during the day on Friday. So here are the watches and advisories that have been posted so far. The most widespread threat is going to be from flooding. Almost all of us, except for Sanilac County, under a flood watch starting midnight Saturday. That's early Saturday morning through 4 a.m. Saturday or Sunday, I should say. Parts of the area under a winter storm watch where freezing rain could be more of an issue. Winds will be causing lakeshore flooding here from Macomb and St. Clair counties, and then possibly a little bit further north as we get into Sunday. So the 3 threats that we're watching, the flooding, of course, will affect most of us. It will be widespread and significant. The ice will affect fewer people, but the effects could be more dramatic. That's mainly in the north and west zone. And the wind, going to make those other 2 things worse. We'll run down the timing and just how much ice and rain we're expecting coming up, Karen.
All right, thank you, Ben. There are some things you can do around the house to make sure you're prepared for that worst case scenario. Local 4's Jamie Edmonds working on that part of the story.
So we have weather coming, and maybe you're worried about water inside of your house. I have an expert. This is Jessica Lawton from Techna House Inspections. I'm telling you, she knows everything about homes. That's why we called you. Easy fixes, cheap fixes.
Yes, exactly. That's things that you can do to prepare your house for this weather that's coming.
That's coming up on Local 4 at 5, 5:30, and 6. Me, but mostly Jessica.
Hey, we appreciate it. Thank you, Jamie. A young child was hurt when someone shot up his home on Detroit's east side overnight. Police say a man fired shots from across the street on Lappin near 7 Mile and Kelly. The 7-year-old boy was grazed by a bullet and then treated at the scene. His family tells us he will be okay. Meantime, police are searching for that shooter. Fatal fire under investigation right now in Harper Woods. We're told the call came in overnight about a house fire in the area of Country Club Drive in Canton. When firefighters arrived, they saw flames coming from the roof. Man believed to be in his 20s died in the blaze. Foul play not suspected, but the exact cause is not known. Earlier sources told Local 4 about a possible marijuana grow operation in the home, but it turns out they were bonsai plants. Highland Park City Hall and 30th District Court were closed again today because of building problems. All court cases were moved to the Ford Recreation Center. City Hall was also closed on Wednesday. It is unclear if it will be back open tomorrow. First at 4, we love to bring you good community stories. And today you'll meet a local businesswoman who is getting ready to live her dream, and she's boosting the neighborhood she grew up in. Local 4's Larry Spruill has been following her progress for months and shows us the finishing touches days before the grand opening.
It's the newest spot located on East Jefferson Street. It's a new fusion restaurant on the east side called Ivy Kitchen and Cocktails.
We are a neighborhood restaurant that is a part of the community. We're hoping to become a community staple. We have a mix of Spanish dishes, Mediterranean, Asian, and American fare.
Owner Naya Marshall says it's food that's not too familiar on the east side. She says this East Jefferson corridor lacks sit-down places and fine dining. So she wanted to introduce to many, including myself. We're talking about some buffalo cauliflower, a New York steak with garlic broccolini, to charred whole perzino with corn succotash and cilantro.
And so the goal was to put something in the community that's by someone from Detroit that's for the community. Everything that I've done has been, all the design, everything is done with the community in mind.
A community she wanted to give back to. The first step, hiring locally.
That was important to bring jobs, simply put. I remember being in Detroit, and I worked when I was a teenager, so I have teenagers as dishwashers, high school students, my chefs. All of us are from Detroit.
But let's rewind about 9 months ago. I interviewed Nia Marshall when all of this was just a dream. She was just starting to build a restaurant, literally from the ground up.
All my work was done by local Detroit companies, so everything here is rooted in Detroit, born out of Detroit, and from Detroit.
It's a city Marshall loves and is ready to serve on the big opening day.
We're ready. We're ready now. You could say, come on, let's do it today, and I'm going to say, yes, let's do it today.
Reporting on Detroit's east side, Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Oh, we're looking forward to it now. She said she is ready now, but the restaurant doesn't officially open until Saturday, January 18th. Of course, we wish her all the luck in the world. Still ahead, digging deeper, a new court ruling just boosted the investigation into the Jussie Smollett scandal. We're going to talk about digital evidence. Also, border wall battle. The White House is celebrating a $1 billion victory. We've got those stories and more coming up next. But later, could this French bulldog be one team's secret weapon on the way to the Super Bowl?
He's been making pizza for decades, but is giving back for a very special reason. How Freddie the Pizza Man is helping children with autism in a very special way.